What's up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and today we're gonna be on my brother's 20 Nissan Versa. What we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be replacing the transmission fluid and filters. There's two of them, so let's get to it. So what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be working on my brother's 2020 Nissan Versa. We're going to be replacing the transmission fluid and filter, and I'm hopefully can show you guys a video of it and take you guys along with me. So if you got one, you can be easy to do it. So let's show you what we got. So my brother's Nissan Versa. So what we're going to do, what you guys do. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking off the transmission pan. We got a whole new gasket. We got a filter for there. And luckily this has got a drain plug, so we don't have to worry about dealing with all that. And then there's a second one that's right behind this thing. It's a little case cover. It's like a little cylinder that we have to replace too. Then we got fluid. It looks like it's pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy. It's super cold, so we don't have to worry about it getting hot and getting us all wet and stuff like that, or burnt. So let's go ahead and we already got it on jack stands, so we're going to start by draining the fluid, and then once we do that, then we can take all the pan, the little nuts off, and then drop the pan, change the fluid, put it back up, put it back on, and then go and do the little side one here, and then we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and start getting into it. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take this off. Got this nut here. It's a 19. Just stop this flow for a second. All right, let me go and lift up the rear end real quick. Okay, guys, so we are draining out the rest of the fluid, which is still rolling back hill, which I don't understand. But it also had this little tube. So it was trickling out of this hole, which wasn't a whole lot. So I'm assuming that basically what I was reading in the forums is that when it's running hot, you take the cap off and it's supposed to drain out a little bit, and it's supposed to do this little trickling thing like it's doing right now. But when you take it off the fluid, you got this little tube here that drains out more fluid. So now we should be okay, because now we got this thing out. So this is draining out a little bit more fluid. It's still doing the trickling back forth thing, so I'm gonna have to raise the rear end up a little bit more to keep it from flowing back this way, which is a pain. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start getting these off. 10mm bolts. I already got them loosened all the way. I got them loosened all the way around, so now we can just go ahead and just start yanking them out with a power tool. So, oops. All right, so yep, we're gonna get this out right here. Just kind of keep you guys from a distance so you don't get sprayed on, hopefully. So, oh, we already got some leaking already. Try to take these back bolts off so that way we can get to them before they start on. All right. Go ahead and start getting this pan over the stuff. All right, let's work our way back. There we go. All right, it's got these last screws here. I got this last one right here. All right, let's bring it on down. Alrighty. And here we go. Alright, get this pan down here. Alright, so here's our filter we got to replace. And looks like the gasket's on there pretty good on the pan. So we'll get that off and get this all cleaned up. We'll let this just drizzle. Actually, we'll go ahead and get the filter off while we're here. Just another 10mm bolts. Set this down. All right, and we're just going to pull this out. Should just come. Oh, here it goes. All right, come right out. The gasket came out. The little O-ring came out with it, which is a good sign. So I'm going to take this and stick it. Guess I can't. We'll just stick it in. Forget it. All right, we'll just let this drizzle while we get a little cleaned up, but that looks pretty good. So we can wipe this up and then we can put the new one right back in its spot. All right, guys, so now we're gonna clean this up, clean this area up a little bit. Keep it from dripping, just damp it. You don't have to get too crazy with it. Just damp it so that it doesn't keep dripping on you. Just a little dab. Clean the outer parts here. And we're gonna slide this out the way because we're gonna put in our filter. So we got our filter right here. So we just take a little bit of the oil wherever you can find it, and I'm just gonna put it around this little O-ring. And then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna push this right back up in the hole, like so. Just snap like that. We're just gonna take our 3 bolts. And get them started as soon as we can. There's one. There's 2. All right, and here's the 3rd one. These don't need to be like super tight, so we're not going to use the impact. Just kind of just hand tighten them, get them going, get them tight as you can get them. Just a little snug is all it needs. All right, just a little snug is all it needs, nothing more. Make sure all your area is cleaned up, because we're gonna go ahead and get the pan back in. So that looks good. So let's go get the pan, get it back in here. All right, so there's the pan, got the magnets all cleaned. I got the gasket nice and sitting still. Don't want to move it because I don't want it to fall off. So I got it nice and sitting positioned, and now we're ready to put it back in. So let's go ahead and get you guys set back up. And then let me go get the pan. All right, let's get this pan back in. Start putting some bolts back up. Sorry, I keep knocking you. That's why I kept trying to keep you guys away. Now we're just gonna cinch them up, just get them snug. We're not gonna tighten them. Just get them all nice and snug. Then we should be good. All right, and then now we'll go and do our nice little torque sequence. But first, we will get our filler line back in first, and then our lock nut. So get this back up here in the hole. Alright, that's in there nice and tight. And then get our nut back on. We'll snug it up just a little bit because we're going to have to take it back off later to do our tempy thing. Just a little snug. Okay. I'm going to wipe this down real quick. Give it a nice good wipe down. Alright, now we are going to go and tighten these up just a little bit. Okay guys, so we have our little piece right here. So it's for this filter that's on the side here. Let me show you. So there's two filters. There's one in the bottom of the transmission, and then there's one here in this hole right here. So you see right in there, that's where the filter goes. So right now we got to clean all this crap out of here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the new filter in. Alright, and then we're going to put the cover on because the cover will hold this stuff in place. So now I'm going to put this nut on here so we can keep this fluid from coming out. So nut there, nut there. Just got to turn it up a little bit. This nut won't go in. There we go. All right. And now we're going to go and tighten it back up. Just a little firmness, doesn't have to be super tight. Just a little firm. Doesn't have to be super tight. These things are very brittle and very tedious. So, all right, I think we're good. So now let me get some brake cleaner. I'm gonna clean that out. Yep, I got a little bit left in here. So we're just gonna clean this up a little bit. Get all that gunky stuff out of there. It's still kind of oozing. All right, that looks good. All right, so that's the other filter. Then there's one up under, and then now we got all of the transmission filters. So now I'm just gonna clean up some of this area. All right. All right, and then we can put this panel back together, and then now we can go ahead and start putting the fluids all back in, and then we should be good to go. right, looks looking good. Looking good. These things have been in here for forever. They're a pain in the tuchus. Just get them all back in there as best you can. Alrighty. Looks like we're good to go. Alright, now we can get this all cleaned up and now we'll start adding oil. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you what I had to do to get this taken care of. I literally looked online and there was some people showing you stuff, but no one was showing you anything. I tried looking on forums, I tried looking on everything to figure out the sequence. Well, I think I figured it out as far as like looking at an older model Versa. So here's what I'm going to show you. All right, so here's a transmission. Okay, so what you pretty much need to do is you need to fill it with, like, I'd say probably about 4 quarts. In this 2020, I'd say 4 quarts, it's pretty good. So I had a big jug of 3 quarts and then I added in a 4th quart. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put in, so what I did was I put in the 3 quarts first. I let it run for about 10 minutes to let it get warm. Then I checked it. I checked it by taking this out. So what you're supposed to do is you put, there's that little check cylinder. When you open it up, there's supposed to be some fluid to come out and then drizzle, and then it'll like drizzle like this way, and then that's it. Then once you get it to kind of like drizzle, once the stream stops coming out and it drizzles like this way, or drizzles, then you're good. So when I first did it, nothing came out. So I knew I needed to add at least another quart because I wanted it to do that sequence. So 4 quarts in this 2020 transmission, 4 quarts is good. So you pour in 4 quarts, you wait for it to get warmed up, you go through your sequences a couple of times, you go from park to L or wherever the end is. So you go from one end to the other of the transmission in 5-second sequences. So you go from park to reverse, 5 seconds, neutral 5 seconds, and so forth, and then you return back to park. Then once you do that, you take this nut off. Then what's going to happen is if you added 4 quarts, you're going to have a drizzle. You're going to have just a drizzle of oil, transmission fluid. Now what's happening is that little filler drain is over full. So what's happening is as it's drizzling, you just wait until it stops doing a steady stream, and you start seeing it kind of going like this way and kind of tripling. Now when you do that, that means that it's full. So that's all you have to do. So that was the only thing I was worried about, because I didn't know, because everybody kept saying there's some kind of like bolt here that you pull out and let the fluid drip and all this other stuff. So really, honestly, it's just you fill it up with 4 quarts, you run it for about 10 minutes, let it get warmed up, go through your sequences, take this nut off, let it drizzle, let it drain out, and then when it starts dripping, once it starts like stop drizzling and then goes this way and then starts dripping, you're good. Put the nut back on and then you're full. That's how you're supposed to check it, because this car does not have a dipstick. It's just got the little plug hole coming over the transmission filler, but there's no way to check it. This is the only way to do the check of making sure you're full, is making sure that drizzle comes out and it kind of goes that way and starts dripping, and then that's all you got to do. And then you're done. Everything is good to go. So now we're all good, and now we're gonna button this all back up. So guys, that's the sequence. It took a long time for me to figure this out, because one, no one's really showing you exactly how to really do it, because there's so many different Versas. Some of them are the same. There's Sentras, there's Altimas. They're kind of the same, but you're trying to find your particular vehicle, and it's really difficult. So it's actually finally realizing it's actually quite simple to fix, to do. It's really just filling it up with 4 quarts. Fill it with 4 quarts, let it do this little drizzle, and then once it starts dripping, it's done. And then that's it. That's the whole entire thing, and it's all done. So yeah, it was a little tricky trying to figure that out, but we finally got it done. It's good to go. Now we can put it back down and take it for a spin, and it'll be all right. So it was a little bit of a daunting kind of thing, so I apologize if the video was not very great, because it's really hard to get under there. I really wanted to show it to you guys, so hopefully it comes out. So if you guys have any comments in the thing and that I didn't show or do, then please let me know. It's my first time doing one of these, and it was really difficult when you don't have a dipstick, but it just wasn't bad. It was just trying to make sure you got the right sequence, because there's so many different ways of doing it, and so many different Nissan Versas or Altimas or whatever that they're making you relate to. So just gotta make sure you're doing it the right way. But guys, that's it. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna get this thing all bolted up and take it for a spin, and then it should be good to go. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good and blessed day, and I'm gonna see you on the next fix. Until then, peace.